When I was a gent,
Favorite station.
Gives
they
you
called me
rainfall
the next
coverage.
day.
Fine station.
Right call and said, no way we don't tell
When I was going through town, where they had clouds and snow,
Right?
and pushed
Okay,
me
we're
aside,
live.
it was higher than my window on my car.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah.
people in everywhere and a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, well, you know what, that one last week, I was.
Good
actually-
morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for braving the weather and particularly for the board here and clerk being able to participate in today's Tuesday, February 16, 2021 Board of Public Works and Safety. Clerk, may we have a roll call?
Yes. Eaglin? Here. Courtney?
Here.
Carl?
Here.
Board, we had a meeting on February the 1st. Are there any modifications or amendments needed for the minutes from that meeting?
Minutes all look good. I make a motion, we approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
Okay.
I'll second the motion.
All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Unfinished business, Chief, we had on last week's agenda, or 2 weeks ago, handicap parking space request for 709 West First Street. You were gonna research that.
I did, sir.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just talk loud. I did. They do meet the requirements. The gentleman does have the handicap parking plate on his vehicle. I don't see where it's going to interfere with any of the other folks down there. There is one in the 800 block of East First, but not in the 700 block East First. And there's parking. It's one-way street, parking on both sides, obviously, on the same direction. So I don't see where that will impede with any other resident in that area. I think we well advertised it. It's been brought up at this meeting several times, and I've heard no negative comments on it. So it'd be my recommendation for the board to consider that and consider improving it.
Okay. I know council wasn't able to make it here today. I don't think we have a resolution already drafted for this. Would it be appropriate that we go ahead and approve it and then circulate, if that's okay, with the board here, circulate the resolution for signature?
And
I'll get that taken care of.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have a motion for approving a resolution to install a handicap parking space request for 709 West First Street?
East First.
Well, I had a question.
East First, excuse me, East First.
Is it West First or East?
East First.
East First.
Yeah.
East First.
Yes.
Okay.
It's down in Scott's Garden neighborhood.
It's one of the points.
I make a motion, we approve the handicap parking place for 709 East First Street.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any discussion? Any discussion from anyone in the audience? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Chief, may I ask one more question?
Certainly.
I was asked today about whether the stop sign had been installed yet up there at Ross and
Highland.
Ross and Highland.
Let me go check. I'll be honest with you, I haven't been through there since.
I know that it had been all
Yes.
approved through council.
It has, yes.
I didn't know if it had been installed or
Yeah,
not.
I will check on that after the meeting.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Anything else, Chief?
Yeah, hats off to my guys and girls and to the street department, did an outstanding job with this weather. We have some still pending, but everybody did a remarkable job. And to our citizens, they heeded the warnings very well. They've stayed off the roads, and our accidents have been very minimal. We've had maybe one minor injury accident, but overall, everybody's done well. So we appreciate everybody's efforts.
I want to echo those as well. Everybody's been out literally all weekend, and then particularly the last 24 hours, making sure public safety was paramount number one. So thank you, Chief, for your team, and then also the street department's done an excellent job.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Board.
Next up, we have an adjustment for 2148 Ross Street. Mr. Chandler, you're here. I know that Brian Jackson's unable to be here this morning, but if you want to just come on up and maybe describe the situation for us, we'll take an action on this adjustment, which is being recommended, by the way, by the utility department.
So I bought the house in November. We had a late freeze in April and May. I had went over first spring, going into the spring, and planted some flowers, watered some stuff, left the hose hooked up. We had a late freeze, the spigot froze on me. I tried for 3-4 months to find a plumber, and with COVID and everything, could not get one to come by the house to even look at it. So finally, I just took matters in my hand and had to fix it myself.
Thank you, Joe. We did get a recommendation, a positive recommendation from superintendent of our utility department. recommending approval of the adjustment in the amount of, let me go ahead, 904.89. Board, do you have any questions for Mr. Chandler?
I make a motion, we approve the adjustment.
I'll second that.
2148 Ross Street.
I'll second Board Member Eagle's motion. Any comment or questions from the audience? Any additional discussion from the board? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. All opposed? Joe, sorry I had to come down here,
All right, no
the
problem.
weather, but thank you for doing it.
All right, thank you.
Glad you're able to get it repaired.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you.
Okay, now under some fun stuff, I like seeing festivals in the works here. New business, street closure request for Salvation Army Rockin' on the River. Good morning.
This is resolution number 10-2021. Whereas there has been a request filed by Justin and Stephanie Hartley on behalf of the Salvation Army of Jefferson County for street closings in connection with their Rockin' on the River 2021 to be held on Saturday, September 4th. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Madison, that the following streets shall be closed on Saturday, September 4, 2021 from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. midnight. Vaughn Drive from Jefferson Street to Mill Street, and Mill Street, Elm Street, and Broadway Street from Vaughn Drive to the south side of First Street. Be it further resolved by the Board of Public Works and Safety of the City of Madison, Indiana, that said streets as closed shall be under the supervision and control of the Salvation Army of Jefferson County at the time noted for the year 2021.
Good morning, Justin. You want to tell us a little bit about this festival?
Well, yeah, it's our annual Rockin' on the River fundraiser for the Salvation Army here in Jefferson County. We usually hold it on the Saturday Labor Day weekend. We had to cancel last year, obviously, for COVID reasons, so we're planning on gearing back up for this year, 2021, to get it going back up again. So we're just planning on doing it again this summer.
So going to be a car show with the,
The car show is to be determined. We are for sure going to have the concert aspect of it. As far as before that, we still haven't fully determined what we'll be doing. It just depends on if we can continue to do that with the person who normally runs that part of it is needing to step down this year. So if we have someone able to kind of run that aspect, or if we kind of have to transition into.
the reason I was asking, if you're not going to need, have the car show, do you need that much closure time from 6 a.m. to midnight?
I guess part of the thing is we haven't fully determined what we'll be all doing that day.
Okay, so something like that doesn't happen when you come back and then adjust that necessary closure time?
Okay. Was that a question?
Yes. I mean, when you make an adjustment in the future, once you find out if the car show's gonna happen.
We can, yeah.
Okay.
And the only other thing I would add to that, just a reminder that this event's happening in the fall. We're not sure where we will be with regards to Governor Holcomb's executive orders on gatherings. Any outdoor gathering, based on the current executive order, and probably in the fall as well, there will need to be some coordination with the Jefferson County Health Department on a safety plan. We did those several times last year. They've been really good about working with the community to make sure that some of these events can happen. So just please keep that in mind too, Justin. And if you need assistance with that, let our office know.
Okay.
Okay. Any additional questions or comments, anybody from the audience, for Justin on the resolution? Rockin' on the River, 2021, I love it. Nothing else, we'll take a vote. All in favor, please say aye.
We need a motion.
We need a motion.
Sorry, I thought you did move it. Oh,
Make a
okay,
motion.
motion. Please say
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we approve resolution number 10-2021.
Second David's motion.
all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Clerk, just a a matter of housekeeping here, what will the resolution number be for the handicap parking space request for 709 East First Street?
I can designate that number 11.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. And while I'm at it, have we reached out to, I guess Shirley Klepper on this resolution number 8 for the Hispanic Cultural Awareness Day? We had them on the agenda last meeting.
She tabled that. I presumed she was going to reschedule and come back for that. I'm not sure what the date of that event was, but no, I've not heard back from her.
I believe, I talked to Tammy, your secretary, and I think she's delayed it till March,
Okay,
Okay.
so.
okay. Might I ask, are these microphones on? I hear mine, but everybody's, can you hear us back there, Nicole? Okay. Okay, well, another fun part of our day is to see all the progress that's being made with the PACE program. So our urban planner / preservationist, Uber preservationist, Nicole Shell is here to give us an update on all of that.
I'm gonna start with a couple of extensions. The first two are both by Trevor Crafton, 505 and 507 Walnut Street, for the period of 7 months. This is to complete his project. Their new deadline will be 12/18/2021.
Are there any images you want to share with us, Nicole?
Not on those.
Okay.
And then the next extension is for the 90-day start date. Marisa Prime, Chris Prime.
Marcia?
Yep, Marcia, sorry. She's asking for a 3-month extension on that 90 days for 112 East 3rd Street. She's doing tuck pointing work and she can't really do that in the snow.
Okay. Board, if there's no concerns from you, we could approve both of these at the same time rather than separating them. So I'll move that we approve the extensions as presented for 505, 507 Walnut, and 112 East 3rd Street.
Second the motion.
Any discussion from the board? Anyone from the audience? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. And I want to thank them for the work that they are doing. Okay, Midpoint.
So I have 3 midpoint reports. This first one is 716 West 3rd Street for the amount of $12,500. These are in progress photos. They've taken off all of the old vinyl siding, put in new aluminum clad windows, and are reframing the entire interior of the structure.
Wow, major reconstruction there.
Yes.
What's the exterior siding going to be? Is it going to be a hardy or a smart siding?
I believe so.
Okay. Fantastic.
The next one is 522 Mulberry Street. For the amount of $11,825. They've done extensive work on the outside. The side porch has all been reframed and secured. New painting.
Wow. That's great.
They're working on the rear also.
How long had that property sat vacant, or both of these properties sat vacant before they were being restored by Mr. Paterno or Mr. Pete?
I believe the Peak property has been vacant since the 80s, off and on. Their father owned it previously. And then I'm not sure on the last one. I know it's probably been between 2 and 5 years.
I know 522 Mulberry had major fire damage,
Yeah.
Yeah.
major.
And that's at the intersection of 4th and Mulberry, so highly visible location, but 2 great projects. Grateful that each of them are taking these on. Wow, what a transformation. And then there's also a house just south of that one that's being restored too, is that
Yes,
correct?
Nancy Crisp. She's also doing PACE grant. We're in the process of completing her final. We're waiting on
Fantastic.
one more item for hers.
Wow, good deal.
And then the last midpoint I have is 928 Park Avenue for the amount of $7,807.03. They worked on both the small building and the larger building on these properties. Everything from windows, tuck pointing, some structural work on the main building has been completed.
What are the intended uses of those two buildings?
The small building I know they've been using as a garden shop. They do some growing, I believe, in the larger building, but I do not know the end use once completed.
Another highly visible location there on the east end of town, the Gateway area. Looks great.
That is all I have.
Board, any questions for Nicole on either of these midpoint approvals? Any questions from the audience?
I make a motion we approve both the midpoint 716 West Third and 522 Mulberry and 728 Park Avenue.
928 Park Avenue.
928 Park
Okay.
Avenue.
I'll second that motion, Mayor.
Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Cole, thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. And now we're moving on to claims.
Mayor, had an opportunity to review the claims. I'll make a motion that the claims be approved as submitted.
I'll second David's motion.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Mayor's comment, I just want to echo what Chief Wallace was commenting with regards to the local condition of the streets. Public safety is extremely important. We are operating under the travel advisory color of orange per our emergency management agency, Jefferson County. Fortunately, we did not get the afternoon or late evening snowfall that had been originally predicted by the National Weather Service. That gave our street crew some time to catch up. So I think the city streets are in really good shape. And I just want to thank everybody for their patience. Eventually, we'll get back to the normal pickup routes for trash. That's going to be a little bit more difficult because most of the trash, particularly in the downtown area, is picked up in the alleys. So traversing the alleys, which have not been cleared, will take extra time. We will get to trash and recycling, so thanks everybody for their patience there. And also, Chief, you didn't mention, and I think I know why, there were not a lot of accidents in the last 24 hours because of slide-offs or so. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
So it seemed like the community did a really good job traversing around the community safely. And I know that the employers in the community, they were also very cautious about their opening hours and were cognizant of the weather. So I think this is a great example where the community worked together to stay well informed and stay ahead of the snow emergency. And I think it's paying the dividends today, and hopefully we'll have milder weather through the balance of the week.
Mayor, I'd just like to add to that, as a resident of Main Street for the past 50 years, Main Street's been under the control of the State Highway Department. Last week and this week is the first two snowfalls that we've had that our city crews have been responsible for the removal of snow on Main Street.
And Hanover Hill.
And Hanover Hill. And I did go out Hanover Hill yesterday, and it was clear. But I'd like to say that Main Street, the last two snowfalls, has been in better shape than the state highway ever took care of it. So I'd just like to commend our street department for a fantastic job, listening to them on the radios. They're out and about, and they're just doing a fantastic job. People, you just need to be patient, and they'll get you taken care of. So, for a job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Member Carlo. Anybody here from the public who would like to address Board of Public Works and Safety?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
All in favor, please say aye.
All right.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. Very efficient meeting.